Well, despite that, we got a 750 score. It's pretty good. They want me to sign Jung Ho Lee to an extension, but let's go take a look real quick at our. Oh, we'll definitely want to. That's the guy that burned us. He actually did not play after that. I mean, he's a better hitter than our guy if you want to try to snag him. Is there anybody else that's interesting? Yeah, not really. He's actually doing decently, I think, for the Blue Jays right now, funny enough. But yeah, we got some stuff we gotta fix up here. But let's go take a look at how we did in terms of how our... Oh, we got rid of designated hitters. Ooh. That's actually interesting. They actually are gonna... I like when they do this. This actually makes it a little more fun. But yeah, of course our contract was extended, obviously. You saw it for 4 years, so... I mean, we have an outstanding reputation, so we've done a good job. It's great. But yeah, we got some trades. That's just terrible. I don't really have any intention on getting rid of Harrison, honestly. Like, I don't. I'll field some offers, but wow, we got big money too. We got paid. Made it happen. Yeah, we're gonna have to find ways to bring more fan interest. I don't know how we're gonna do that. That's probably the big thing we're gonna have to figure out, is how we can bring more interest into this team. Our budget is slightly higher, not much, but slightly. But we're gonna make some adjustments. So I'm gonna go look at some stuff. We're gonna get some stuff done. So yeah, we'll be. Wait, what happened to our team? Oh, our lineup's just kind of Oh yeah, because the pitcher has to hit now. That's right. That's fun. That's a fun rule. Anyway, we'll be back and we'll start. We'll do some stuff here. Alright, guys. We got lots of stuff to do in this off season. I've been just kind of thinking about some stuff, so. And I just thought about it in the shower too. So, because obviously, this guy, I want him badly. And he's going to be, I think, a free agent in a year or two? How many years left? I think a year or two. But yeah, I want this guy on our team, obviously, because he's great in the infield. And yeah, he's not going to be cheap. He's probably going to be like 35, 40 mil a year. And yeah, as of right now, I'm looking at this team right now, and we have problems at third base because of, obviously, Chapman. We still have 3 years left on his deal, which, not great. Definitely need to cut down on the years more. We do have Adames as well for quite a lot as well. And he did not do great with us last year, at least, but yeah, he'll probably stay. I think a few things I'm going to think about is probably see what we can do with Chapman. I don't think a team will take him. He's 35. I mean, he can maybe eat up like 50% of that. And it's just like, I don't know. I'd probably have to do one of those moves where, it's actually not that bad to get a guy like that, at least. But his deal's still long. Anyway, though. What I'd probably have to do with Chapman is I've done a trade like this before where I have to just kind of give up a lot of value just to have a team eat that contract for me. So that could be something I'll have to do. Varshaw is also thinking about, I'm going to probably sell high on him with this 3 WAR. I think that's just the best move to do. I know that he's kind of popular, but honestly, with how he did in the playoffs and just the kind of lack of production from him. Like, he doesn't get on base a lot. I mean, he hits a fair amount of home runs, but not really enough to justify keeping on the team. And I know that sucks because Brady Harris is probably, I would say, 2 years away. Maybe more. It depends how well he does in A-ball. I mean, he's done well last year. He did very well, and we're going to work on him in the, obviously, the player development lab. We're probably going to work on probably his eye. Probably his eye or something. I don't know. Something like that. Forgot he got suspended. That is funny. But yeah, we're probably going to work on with him with that. But he's going to be a little bit. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. Obviously, this game badly wants me to sign Jung-Ho Lee. So what we could probably end up doing is I could probably put him in center field. Because he's definitely a decent enough center fielder now that we had him work on that. So what will probably end up happening is he'll probably go to center field. And then we will have AAA. I will probably give this guy a shot at the big leagues because he's probably going to get taken in the Rule 5 draft, and I don't want him to leave because, like I said, he's done fairly well. He's definitely great defensively in right field, so I definitely think that would be our option, is to kind of give this guy a shot. And yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. We're probably going to give him a shot over there, and then we'll probably move him to center, and then we'll trade. He'll still probably be here as our backup infield or outfielder. That's all he does, and that's literally, yeah. I'm not really mad about that. That's kind of the player he is for us. Is he's just a fourth outfielder just to give us some flexibility out there. And briefly, I'll look at this stuff. So obviously, if we look at this, he wants a lot of money. I'll probably try to work this down a little bit, but I'll probably just give him it because I know he's going to get a lot of money with art. But if we take a look at what he wants $30 million a year. That's a lot of money. I don't know if I would be willing to pay Gavin Stone $30 million a year. So he might walk. I actually thought about making this guy walk too. I know he hasn't been too bad for us, but I'm looking at our bullpen. I mean, Burke is going to go. Clevenger I actually gave a 2-year deal to because I saw that he was pretty cheap, and he's done very well for us like the last couple years. He had one bad year for us, and that was it, and that was 2026. After that, everything's been good. He's been very good for us, so obviously I don't know if the homer through 9 is sustainable because this homer through 9 or homer HRA is 45. I don't know if that's really realistic. It's probably better than that because he doesn't allow many home runs. Even this year, he didn't allow many. So, yeah, I don't know about that. We'll keep him, though, and the worst comes to worst with that. The problem with this guy is I think we need to find a way to keep him. He's not too bad. He wants 14 mil. I'll probably work that down to 12, 11 mil a year. I'll probably find a way to keep him because, honestly, he just did way too good. Letting him walk would be a literal crime. It would be a literal crime to let a guy that did this for you to walk. So I'm probably going to figure out a way to keep him on the team. This is very rambly, but yeah, and then we have to do something about Jung-Ho Lee. Obviously gave him the qualifying offer. Hopefully he will not take it. Otherwise he is going to get traded. I will trade him. He's a guy that I'm literally going to trade. Yeah, I can't, like I said, he's a pending, so I can't trade him, but yeah, he will be. Oh my god, we got all that. We probably need to let some of them go. I'm like looking at our team in the minor leagues. We have way too many people. We have to let some go. So I'll figure out all that stuff in a bit, guys. So we'll get to work. All right, this is the deal I concocted so far. Let me take off 1 mil for each. I don't want to spend a lot of money on this guy. So let's see if he likes this. Does not like it. Well, we got him down a little bit salary-wise, but the years are not down. And I'm not willing to budge on the years. Definitely a no on that one. Maybe I give you a 6th. Okay, you'll get a 6th year. It's a player option. Yeah, this is the fun of negotiating, guys. You gotta, like, play around with numbers a lot. I honestly would prefer if he opted out, but I know he's not going to. Okay, 13, 5, 15 for the early part. 16, and then we'll put an 18 down there. Okay, now he wants a 4-year deal. Haha. You see, this is how you negotiate, ladies and gentlemen. You get them down in the years. It's perfect. I don't mind doing a player option at this point. But you're still going down on the money. But I'm willing to give you a little more, though, now. Just a little more. Not much more. Actually... Okay. He's playing hard to get. He is playing hard to get. Okay. What's the best offer you're getting? Oh my. This guy pisses me off. Okay, well, we'll come back to that later. And I'll come back to some other deals later, and we'll see. We'll show you what I got, if I got anything that's actually worthwhile. Alright, after painful negotiations, this is the best I could do for him. 2-year deal, that's pretty good. 12 mil. A little bit on the money, but honestly, he kind of earned it. I wanted to try to frugal a little more, but he honestly earned the money, so yep, you get your contract, buddy. Good for you. You get paid. You earned it. You earned it. But yeah, I'm going to actually let Walker go. I'm actually going to let him go. I was thinking about that more. Klein, I will probably let go as well. Yeah, I'll think about that. Because the thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to probably bring up Burns, and he's probably just going to do what he does, basically. I know the peripherals aren't as nice, but I think if you set him to a reliever, I think this stuff will play up. Yeah, he plays up a lot more as a reliever. And that's how I see him as a reliever, so... Yeah, you know, I think we'll do that too. I think we'll let Klein go. Well, I'll probably... Does he have trade value? Actually, see if he has any trade value. If he has trade value, I might just find somebody to take him. Oh, he does have some trade value. Yeah, no, he's actually got a little bit of trade value, so... Alright, I'll figure out something to do with Klein. I think we'll end up trading Klein. He didn't do too bad for us, and he was good at eating innings, but honestly, he's not been too great, and I want to trade on him now while I got value out of him, so... Like I said, he was just claimed on waivers, but yeah, I see Abel's more of that kind of role. I don't need 2 of those guys on our team. Abel definitely seems to fit that kind of mold a little bit better. And he's got a little more upside because his stuff is a lot nastier, and he's got just that little bit better control. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go figure out a trade for Klein here. Alright guys, I think this is how our development lab is going to look over the winter here. I'm going to have him work on this because I want him to be fragile. Because we know how that turns out. We're going to work on his bat speed mainly. Get his power up. So he can be a little more effective in the big leagues. If we choose to bring him up. I'm going to want him to work on his eye because 40 is not great. And I figure if he can work on his eye a bit more, he'll do very well in the higher leagues. Because we're wanting to try to get him up sooner rather than later. So I don't have to keep Varsho on the team. He's got 35 power. We need to improve that power if he wants to move up the league fast here. He definitely would be a good option. And honestly, if he does well, he's probably going to be the replacement for Adames because these look really good, and I think the shortstop will keep improving. So if he can just keep working on that. Chapman, I looked around. It's really difficult to get a deal done with him. Like, you have to include like a Kyle Harrison or something to get anything somewhat decent. So we're probably just going to have to eat the 3 years. We got 3 years left on this deal. We're probably just going to have to find a way to just kind of get as much value out of him as we can in those last 3. And our second rounder, I'm going to improve his control because 35 is just not going to work. That I'll have to probably improve at some point in stamina if he wants to actually become a starter, but the control is more important right now. So that's how this is going to look. A lot of rookies. We have obviously some older guys, but yeah, this is going to be our main guy for improving defense. I think during spring training we can put a few in there and have them work on their defense, but yeah, deal-wise, I mean, like I said, I've been playing around with stuff, trying to look around in the market. Klein had some interest. I think the most notable name, and I obviously have done it, but the most notable name I found, is that guy getting paid? He's getting paid $41 million a year? Oh my god. That is just ridiculous. Why'd you pay that guy 41 mil? Anyway, though, yeah, there's a lot of interest in him. We could get an outfielder. We could get, like, you can actually, there's plenty of pretty decent players, but the one that really was eye-catching when I looked at it, not this, there's actually a lot more interesting names than I thought looking at this. I did not look at a lot of these names hardcore. But it's like, man, there's a lot more interesting names here than I thought. But no, the one I was looking at... Oh, it's actually funny. This guy got an extension. Okay, good for him. He turned his, what is it, the 3-year war with us into a deal. So, good for you, buddy. I don't think he's really worth it anyway, but good for you. But no, the guy that was worth it was... He was down, I think not the Padres, the Tampa Bay Rays. And this is definitely quite an interesting deal to get a starter like this. Ground ball pitcher, decent enough in the peripherals here. And you could actually get them to eat a little bit. And the team options is the team options, so it doesn't really matter. It's actually a pretty decent deal. This one I'm probably going to play around with more. I think this will be worth doing, but I'm going to probably play around with this one more. I'm not probably going to make a deal for a hot minute, but this is one I'm going to be paying attention to, so pay attention to the offseason. This could be a deal I could make because, like I said, Woodruff and Webb are gone, probably. I mean, Webb, if he accepts the qualifying offer, I will trade him, but yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. So we do have that spot for another starter if we do find somebody like him that's decent. If we can throw in some prospects to maybe make the price down a little bit, because I mean, I'm looking at our team. I mean, the places we could improve on is second, third, center, right. Like, those are the positions that I look at, right? Because catcher's set pretty much with Bailey. First base, I feel great about Luciano. He's our first baseman. I mean, shortstop, we have Adames for now, but obviously we do have that guy in the minor leagues that's doing very well, and we have, of course, Jackson Holiday that I'm eyeing. And like I said, I will make a bid for him. We are seriously going to make a bid for him. So I don't want to spend all of our money on other guys, but we will absolutely make a bid for him. And yeah. And obviously, they want me to bring back Jung Ho Lee. I'm trying to get him on a cheap deal, like I said. I mean, you saw what the best thing we could do is like something like this. But that's very expensive, and I don't really want to give him all that money for 4 years. I don't really like that in general. Been trying to get him down, but they can't really get him down. So anyway, we're gonna keep going here. We have not even went through a day. I've just been doing a ton of stuff today, but yeah, we'll keep going. All right, guys. Here's our awards real quick. A lot of our pictures I gave, but oh yeah, I forgot this. Whoops. Hold on a second. All right, there we go. Now we picked out everything. All right. Now we're done. Okay, now I think we can progress with the time. I don't know what to do about Jung Ho Lee. I mean, 4-year deal is at least a little more tolerable, but I just don't know if I want to pay him that much. I'm going to have to figure that out here. Alright, guys, Clevenger is staying. He's staying here for 2 years, 1.5 mil each year. We got some deals with some other guys. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Lots of contracts signed, so that's good. Still got a lot more here. We got some guys that we're gonna let go as well. But yeah, we're gonna keep her going, and we're gonna figure out at least him. I don't know what we're gonna do with him yet. Helsley is back, ladies and gentlemen. 12 mil a year for 2 years. He earned it. He absolutely pitched like a leader of our bullpen. Honestly, he deserves it. They like to see that. They like the extensions. We got this guy to come onto our team. So that's nice. Very nice. Continuing to work on filling up the personnel here. Still didn't get a third base coach. Which is kind of sad. Funny enough, I actually learned that you can do this too. Let's do this. You can kind of look this way. And you can kind of see, hey, maybe you can snag him. And that's how you do it. You just snag other teams' coaches. I kind of read that in the comment section of a video I watched on this game. It's like, oh, that's actually very useful. Alright, guys, we had 2 Gold Glovers this year. Luciano, again, 2 in a row. Man, this guy's been money for us. So his contract, I kind of looked at it. Probably do something like this. He wants about 11 mil a year. I'm probably going to hold off for a little bit on that. I want to see how the free or off-season goes. But that'd be an extension after that. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But for now, that's what we're doing. We're going to keep things. I also have to make new lineups, by the way, because now it's just right-handed and left-handed and then DH and that. It's going to be fun. And now we get to go back to the olden days where pitchers hit, so that's kind of fun. How fitting he got reliever of the year. Unanimous. No brainer to keep him, dude. Like, literally, I told you. When you have a guy that goes out and pitches like he did, just like, you have to keep him. You have to find a way to keep him. We also filled out our personnel, so we're all good, I think, here. Yep, we're all good. So, yeah, that's great. And, yeah, let's... Got some other rewards. Let's see if we get any of them. I don't think I did. Oh, nope, we did. Wissenhut won it. Dang, well, good job, Wissen. I think I voted for Stone. Oops, sorry, buddy. Hey, he was great. He was great for us in the postseason, too, right here. Just shoved in all 3 games. Yeah, it's going to be tough. We're going to want to negotiate with him and keep him on our team, but we're going to have to see what happens with that for now, but... Yeah, very happy with our team. We definitely need some stuff to do in the off-season. I wish I could find a way. I'm still thinking about whether or not I want to trade Klein or not yet. It is tempting, so... We definitely have plenty of 40-man spots for people. Well, we only have 4. But I think some of them can get off. Like, I don't think that guy needs to be on it. That guy doesn't probably... Well, he might. I don't know. There's some guys here that could probably be taken off the 40-man. We'd be fine, but... Yeah, we'll see what happens with our salary. It's tough. We have a lot of tough decisions. There's guys that I need to get out of this team, but... So, yeah, we'll keep going. Okay, well, kind of bad news here. He accepted the qualifying offer. And, yeah, players got paid. They definitely got paid. Oh, you agreed to the offer, so you didn't get it? Okay. Yeah, and obviously I'm not keeping Logan Webb, so let's do some trading. This guy's pretty juicy, albeit the problem is that stamina sucks. We'll get our scout on him. Give me a scouting report on that guy, please. Is there anybody else? No, that was it. Yeah, that was the most interesting guy. But yeah, we are at free agency. I don't know who we're going to get. We need to get guys that'll make that people... Oh my God, he's getting paid 40 mil. Holy smokes. These guys are getting some big bucks. Some of these guys are getting some big dollars. Oof. Yeah, thank God we're not really doing much this offseason. Yeah, I don't think we have much to do this offseason. We already kind of got a good bullpen, and our starting pitching I think we can figure out. But yeah, we'll do some moves and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think the strategy for Jung Ho Lee is for us is we're just gonna kind of wait on this to see how this turns out. He doesn't have really any interest. He's way too expensive. I'm not shocked about that. Like, you could get a similar player in like Byron Buxton for way cheaper, so albeit he's fragile, but yeah, way cheaper. So I think his price will come down and we'll be able to snag him when he's a little bit cheaper. But yeah, I think that's really the big thing. We're actually probably going to do more trades to improve the team rather than the other way around, but yeah, that's going to be our plan. Obviously, Webb's going to go. I don't care. We're going to trade him. We're going to find somebody else to replace him. So that's the game plan with that. Alright, guys. Well, I think this is actually kind of a interesting development. If you guys remember, we played this team in the playoffs, and we almost got beat by them. And I think this is a guy that killed... No, it wasn't this guy. I think it was this guy. Yeah, he had quite a good postseason against us, but these guys did actually very well for them, and they are pretty promising. And I don't know if I would keep both of them, but I figured we'll get rid of this guy. This guy's an 8th rounder. I don't have a spot for him, and I know somebody will probably want him on the Rule 5 draft, so I decided, okay, we'll get rid of him here. This is a good way to alleviate some salary, so, because I saw another move that I was actually interested in doing, but I don't want to take on all the money if I'm just basically just swapping money, so this is just a good way to get some cheap guys on our roster. They're actually still relatively popular, but yeah, these two are... Like I said, this guy's a very good contact hitter. As you can see, 343 batting average, very nice numbers, had a great year. I don't know if he'll do as well as he did this year. I doubt it, but he's definitely a good option for that. And either we can move him to first and have Luciano play second, or we'll play around with that. I think there's a lot of options we could do with that. And then this guy will probably just throw right in right field. I think that's a no-brainer. He's got a ton of power. I want a good hitter on this team, and I think he would be a good answer for this. So I'm not going to stop talking about this trade. We're going to get it done. I know our fans are not going to like it, but we kind of have to do it, sadly. I know it's not fun. We're going to make other moves to help improve the fan interest, but that's just one of those moves where I'm like, yep, we just kind of have to get her done, man. We have to do moves that are going to help this team in the long run, and yeah, this will help in the long run. Getting two guys like that are cost-controlled. I might move one of them. I might use another one for a trade piece, because at this point, then, this guy would probably end up going. Especially if we can improve this guy's defense at second. I think if he can get him up a little bit better, I think he would be worth keeping around. But we're going to see. I'm going to think about it more. Like I said, we don't need him to start. He's just going to be... He's not very good, so I need to alleviate salary. So that was a good move for us. And alright, we're going to keep looking at stuff. I'm also going to improve this a little bit more. I think that's 22, yeah. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to put this up to that. We're just going to give that a little bit more salary because I want to improve those a little bit more. I don't know how much more these are going to go up at this point because it's just like we're not making a ton of money, and we're going to need to find a way to get fan interest, so I'll figure this stuff out in a second. Alright, that's our Hall of Fame voting here. Yeah, when it comes to free agency approach right at this very moment, I'm doing a very wait and see because there's actually not a lot of interest in a lot of these guys. Like, I feel like it's going to be another one of those off seasons where we'll be able to snag. I'm waiting for him to drop down too because our management obviously still wants him, so we'll have to see what we can do, see if we can bring him back. I don't know how much he's going to cost at the end of the day, but I'm going to be patient with him because there's not a lot of interest in them. So that's a nice blessing in disguise. Yeah, and our salary payroll's in a good spot right now. I wish we had more budget, but they're just not giving us more budget. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to get some guys, some good players on, especially guys that can bring some fan interest. That would be very nice. Maybe we end up signing a guy that's like, I don't know, like this, just for like a 1-year deal, just to kind of be like, hey, you know what, hey, he's not good, but he could at least put some fans in the seats. So that could be one of those moves that I do. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens, though. Definitely, we'll probably have to do one or two moves like that because we need to get some fans in the seats. And like I said, Jackson Holliday is a free agent after this year or after 2029, so that's a guy I'm going to really hammer him. We're really going to make a bid for him. I will absolutely. I mean, that's why we're trying to be frugal right now because I really want to make a bid for this guy, and he's probably going to need $40 million a year to get him. So he's a guy I want. So yeah, we're going to see what happens with that. At that time, we might have to trade Adamas at that point. We might have to do some other moves. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, a lot of guys are very expensive right now. Who's this? Montero. Well, he's freaking mashed. Goodness gracious, he's mashed. Yeah, a lot of these guys are under compensation, but yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I'm going to just keep an eye on it. Maybe a guy comes in my price range that's interesting that I would want to put on our team, so we'll see what happens. Well, it's bussin'. It's bussin', guys. The big names have already fallen off. Very fast, actually. Extremely quick. Yordan Alvarez is wow, that's a roof. I mean, he's good, but, oh, man, for a guy that's a DH, and he might be okay if he's just a DH. But, yeah, that's going to be tall order. Skubal, the Yankees. Yankees that doesn't surprise me. The Yankees are very, very aggressive with that. Man, 30, man, that's nuts. 40 mil there and then 33 at the end. Jeez, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then this guy, wow. Even a guy like that got 20 mil. That actually scares me. That really does scare me. If that kind of guy's getting 20 mil, Jung Ho Lee's going to probably get a lot too. And that's going to scare me. Because it's like, I'd rather just bring on Buxton at that point. I really would. I mean, he is fragile. That is the downside of Buxton, but he definitely would be just as interesting, if not more so, than Jung Ho Lee. But we're gonna wait. I think it'll go down a little bit. I think if it just goes down a little bit, I think he'll be worth getting. But I'm gonna hold out for a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Hold out for a little bit, kind of see where the market goes for him, see if we can maybe get his price down a little bit more. And yeah, there'll probably be another trade or two I'm going to do. That's going to be probably a thing we're going to do, because obviously I'd like to get one more starter that's good. I mean, Harrington or Abel is fine for like a number 5, but I definitely like one more decent starter. Our bullpen's pretty good as of this moment. Our lineup should be improved, especially with those two guys. I think that will be helpful for our team. But yeah, we're going to probably figure out some stuff with that. Especially Chapman. I I wish I could get rid of him. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. He's kind of just going to... We're going to have to try to find a way to eat that. At least if we can get to this year, maybe it'd be a little bit more tolerable. But yeah, that's what we're going to have to do, sadly. But yeah, we're going to keep going. Another, like, freaking death into his thing. He's just not good. 45 at third base is not good. And there's no DH anymore. So this is going to be a big problem for you. Like, it is... I mean, to be fair, with how the league is nowadays, we kind of play a lot of games in the AL too, but we are going to be playing plenty in the NL right now. And yeah, here's not looking very good, except for Brady Harris, which he is back up to a 4-star. I don't think I mentioned that, but yeah, he's back to a 4-star. He's down to a 3-star, but I actually do believe he'll get back to a 3.5, especially if he hits the weight. Especially if he kind of goes the way I'm kind of seeing him to go, he'll probably get back there. He's going to improve his hitting, but hopefully he does better than that. You at least don't want him to decline. That would kill us, but yeah, I'm going to see for our next guy. I want to see if we can improve this guy's defense at second base. See if we can get him to be adequate at second base. If he can improve his defense at second base, I think he would be... I think then we get rid of Cabrera. I think that then Cabrera goes. I know it sucks, but we would be trading high on him. If he can improve his defense, if he can be at least average at second base, I think we'll keep him, because the arm doesn't matter too much. Second base, you don't need a strong arm. Just the range I would like to improve a little bit more. Double play is acceptable, so if he can just improve that a little bit more, I think he'd be worth keeping. But yeah, we're going to see about that. Alright, we're going to keep going. So we scouted this guy. This guy's actually legit. The problem is he is unknown, and he is 33. So that's kind of going to be the problem with him. I don't know if I don't think I'll end up really going after him. We'll see. I mean, it depends on the market. I'm going to kind of hold out a little bit, because there's actually not, like, after, like, those guys, like, there's a few in here that have interest. Mostly the relievers and, like, the frontline outfielder. Like, that's the only guys that have really interest right now, so I'm not really in a hurry to pick up somebody right now. I think the best thing to do in this kind of market is just kind of wait, see, because our team wants Jung Ho Lee back, so I'm gonna have to see what we can do about that. Wait, where is Jung Ho Lee? Oh, there he is. Yeah, they want him back, so we're gonna have to see what happens with that. I like Buxton more. I like the idea of Buxton more, albeit he is older. He's 35, so a long-term deal probably wouldn't work out well with him. But yeah, we can see what happens with the market. So that's just how we're gonna play it for now. All right, looks like wave 2 happened in here. So Hader got a 2 up to the pesky Dodgers again. Freaking those stupid Dodgers by everybody. But then you got the Angels. They signed him to a... not a bad deal. This wasn't really that bad. Albeit he is just a first baseman, but the production you got out of him, I mean, there's no denying that could be a solid enough deal for him. That was pretty thrifty on their part. And yeah, now it seems like there's going to be some sparkling interest now, so now I got to start kind of negotiating with him now. Oh, and look at that. You see, that was the offer I wanted to give him before, but he didn't want to accept it before. Alright, well, I think we can do that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I can give him a deal like that. Yeah, I'll give you that deal. 4 year for that money? Yeah, I'll give you that. That's what I was trying to negotiate all along, and then now he's like, yeah, now I'll sign it. Oh, you mother freaker. That's why you wait for free agency for some of these people, because that guy wanted 20 mil, and I'm like, nope, not 20 mil. We're not giving you that. That I'll give you, though. That I will do. And then we'll probably trade Bias away then, if we do that. I think he'll go away. We'll still keep Stovall, though. Absolutely keep Stovall here. I'm just trying to think about... the future of this team, the outlook. I think... well, actually, no. We might trade Varsho. I don't know, maybe. He's not done very well for us. It was a thrifty signing, but... I wonder what he would want extension-wise. Very cheap, but yeah, I just don't like. He hasn't done anything offensively for us. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna figure that out. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna try to keep Jung Ho Lee. So we can keep him on that. Not to mention the beautiful thing about that kind of a deal is that'd be easy to trade too. So if I really don't like him after this year, I'll just trade him. He's gonna have plenty of value. So yeah, that's our game plan. So anyway, we're gonna keep going for now. Hopefully we can get Jung Ho Lee back on our team. And I forgot one thing is Rule 5 draft. So we need to secure some of our guys here. And particularly, I'm gonna secure you. Do we want to secure him? Yeah, we want to secure him. Secure you. Secure you. You. And I guess we'll secure him for now. He's probably a guy I'll trade, but yeah, I'll secure him for now. Alright. And we still have 2 spots left in our 40-man, and yeah, things are going good. Well, this is definitely an interesting move I just read up on. This guy got his money. He's got a big deal with the Astros for 6 years. Man, he's wrecked, so I don't... well, no, he's actually fragile. Somehow he's not wrecked, but... I don't know, if that rotator cuff, he probably will become wrecked. So I don't know if that's a good move for a long-term deal for him, but... yeah, maybe it'll work out for him. Oh, yeah. How did he do? Yeah, he didn't do too badly with them. He did better than I thought he would have. He didn't do well the first year he left their team, though. Yeah, it wasn't too great, but then he did really good right here. Good for him. He didn't do too bad. Montgomery definitely didn't do well, though, so that was definitely a move to let him go, but... yeah, that was kind of the sad thing about that. Yeah, we'll see about Jung Ho Lee. I don't know. It seems like we're the favorite to get him right now, but we'll have to see what happens, so... yeah, we definitely need to improve our fan interest, so we got to get guys that the team will actually want to come watch. It's actually funny, he's on the trading block because they know that he is not going to stay. Wonder what it would take. I have nobody. Even if I just did Wisson Hunt. Yeah, they put him on there, but they don't really want to give him up. I'll have to see what frickin' Jung Ho Lee wants. God dang it, dude. Can we do 16 mil? And maybe 17 there. I don't want to give him 20 mil. I do not want to give him 20 mil. The 4-year deal was what I was looking for, but I don't want to give him frickin' 20 mil a year. I don't know how hard teams are gonna, fight for him. I just know we need to bring guys in that are going to increase our fanfare. That's not a bad deal. I mean, well, he's 36, so that could potentially bite in the later year, but I think 1 year is probably not bad. Wow, that team actually put him on their team. I actually did okay with Baltimore. He's not great, though. He's not great. Yeah, well, we're going to still keep an eye out on him. Apparently a lot of interest for him faded. He's got nothing. So that could be something to keep in mind later if that guy's still on the market. I mean, there's probably going to be some of them left on the market. I mean, the sad thing is just Jung Ho Lee wants a lot of money, and well, sadly, we need to increase our fan interest, so we're probably going to have to bring him back on a deal I'm not going to like, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, guys, this guy is off the market. He got 23 mil from these guys. definitely interesting. He could definitely be very good, but also could be very disastrous. So, have to see what happens with that. Yeah, I think we're good for now. I don't really see anybody worth going after. We might end up just doing a trade. I think that's probably the recommended course of action. We could bring this guy back, but definitely not doing that. He's wrecked. That's a fun thought, but no. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Hopefully we can end up getting him. Who's that guy? Oh, that's probably one of those similar moves like I did before. I don't need any more outfielders. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Well, this is a heartbreaker. We needed this guy to improve at second base, and he did not, which is kind of disappointing. Gonna make things difficult. I mean, we can maybe move this guy to second base. I think that could be our option. I think that is our option, is move him to second base. I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But yeah, when it comes to this, at least he's not struggling anymore. He's still doing great on it. Everybody else, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, perfect. You go work on your second base. Hopefully you can improve there. Because, yeah, that's what we'll probably end up doing. So I'll probably have him play second and then you can play first. That's probably what we'll do. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens with that. We're going to be doing some trades because we're too stacked in here, and I need to get rid of some of these guys because we're not keeping all of them. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right, so currently I'm going to go after probably these two. Yeah, these are the two I'm going to go after. Robles and this, I think it was this guy. Or is it this guy? Yeah, this guy. This guy. Yeah. Those are the two we're going after as of this moment right now. So hopefully things work out. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, give you updates on those guys. Jung Ho Lee's being very difficult, by the way, but also Cabrera and Greinke were inducted their first year. Doesn't surprise me. They are very, very good. What does he want now? Oh my god, now he's getting to... God damn it, dude. You freaking piss me off. Why is there so much interest in this guy? Like, holy smokes. Why is there so much interest in Jung Ho Lee, man? Oh my god, dude. How? All he wants is like 4 years, according to this. Maybe he just wants to freaking take all of my money. Yeah, that's just the plan all along. It's just take all my money. This, good grief. More than Oh, by the way, I got both of them. Yeah, I like that these two were like nice and like freaking great. Thank you, fellas. Yeah, we did great too. They were super cheap. We did the right thing. Instead of going after the top guys, the super top, we go after the kind of guys, you know, that kind of fly under the radar, you know. I wonder if maybe there's another guy we could pick up for cheap. I don't know. I don't think so at this point. I think there's just too much competition. Why not just try, you know? See if he wants to... See if he wants it. Might as well. If he's a decent enough reliever, hey, we'll take it. But yeah, no, at least this part went very well. We're going to get another pitcher, though. Anyway, other updates. Whitlock did get a deal. It's a lot shorter. Gosman got a deal. Jung Ho Lee has like 50 million teams interested. Why is this all he wants? They want me to give him like a bunch more money than that. He just hates me. He just hates me, dude. He just hates me. He just wants me to freaking go bankrupt over him. Just wants me to go bankrupt over him. It's freaking ridiculous. I really hate. Can I throw my owner off a roof? Like, I'm so tired of this. Like, this guy doesn't want to be on our team, dude. Like, it's very clear. And they just want me to sign him so bad. And it's like, I have to try to get him. Otherwise, the team's going to be mad at me. It's like, oh my gosh. I'll do what I can, but it's just like it's not working out at all. It's kind of just that's kind of tempting for 3 mil. I don't really have a good scouting report on him though. But that's kind of the sad thing for catcher. I don't really need catchers. Like, they are not a position I need. If he was popular, I'd bring him on. Because we need some fanfare on this team. We need to get some guys that are just like bring the... Oh, he could bring some fanfare. Can't play third though. I need guys that can play defense, dude. Especially in our league now. Like, our league now requires... We don't have DH anymore. So we have to play around, okay, we're not going to have a DH for probably more than half of the games. So we're going to have to... Our pitchers are going to have to hit him. We're going to have a guy just be a bench bat, which is not really what I want to do. Anyway, we'll figure that out. I still need to get rid of Chapman, dude. God dang it, freaking these freaking owner. I'll give Chapman an extension. I'll give Jung-Ho Lee an extension. This is just ludicrous. Like, this is just ridiculous, dude. Like, are we sure we even want him at this point? Like, think about think about everybody else. Like, look at all the other offers. Less than 22 mil. A lot of them. I'd rather just get Buxton at this point. Just get Buxton. Like, we're paying for a guy like this. Like, that's how much we're paying for Jung-Ho Lee at this point, and he's not that good. He's good, but he's not that good. It's like, good grief, dude. I could have gotten Torkelson for that money. Like, literally, this is just ridiculous, dude. This guy is so full of himself. Good grief, man. He's so full. Like, I gave him more than that. Like, I gave him, like, literally this offer was 88. Okay, look at this. Look at this. 88 for 4 years. Ours is more. We're paying 89 mil for him. It's freaking... You're not getting 100 mil. It's freaking ludicrous you would even want that much. What if I front load it? What if we front load, but then we kind of download it at the end? So if I put... My God, why does this guy want so much money? I think honestly at this point, I think we just don't care. I'm kind of at that point where I'm just like, dude, this guy just wants far too much. Like, he's just gonna ruin our team. Like, no, like, he's not gonna have any resale value. Nobody's gonna want him. Like, it's just like, I kind of just don't want him anymore. Like, we have this guy and this guy out there now. I'm just kind of like just tempted to just wave the white flag and just be like, F this crap. That's kind of where I am. I really am, you know, and I liked having him on the team. Don't get me wrong. He was great for our team, but I think we can do better than him. I think we can find somebody else that can do a similar job to him. And that'll bring some fanfare. Like, this guy only wants a 1-year deal, and that will bring in some interest. So even if we don't necessarily want him for the long term, it's just like, my God, dude. Like, some of these guys are just freaking ridiculous with what they want. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Just can't. I can't do it. Can't do it, man. Can't give you that. That is probably our best option. Funny enough, though, we're actually going to be about the same, so despite our fan interest being lower, it's probably going to get lower, though. We're probably going to have to sign somebody like him. We got two of our... I don't think I got the other guy, did I? Well, we might get him. He doesn't want to come to our team, though. It's just, like, quite infuriating. I mean, I'm going to be doing more trades anyway, though. We have to clear some of this up. We're not keeping all these guys. I want to get rid of some of them while they have value. I mean, we'll probably keep them through spring training, but after that, I'm probably going to trade them. Just kind of because we need to get guys. We need to get probably another starting pitcher. It's probably something I want, and then I don't know if we really. I think we cleared up a lot of our offensive woes, so yeah, we might be okay. Yeah, I don't know at this point. I just don't think it's worth negotiating anymore. He just wants too much. I mean, I know he's still 30, so he'll still at least produce value out there, but man, dude, I just don't know. I mean, his WAR last year for us was 2.9, and this guy that we just acquired's WAR, I mean, he's good, but his WAR was 2.3, and he's not. He's only, I think, in his second year Major League service time. So, yeah, I'm kind of not really fond of him, honestly. I'm just kind of like, I'm fine with letting him go. And we just throw him in right field. For our shows, probably just going to stick in center. And he's probably just going to be there. He's going to be our left fielder. Obviously, he's short. I might let Westberg be there at third for this year, or trade him. I don't know, because he's not really going to be good to play third anymore. And then second base going to be probably Luciano, actually, and then he's going to be our first baseman. But that's just because this guy can't play first base or second base very well, so I'll probably have him play first, and then he'll go play second. Because he's definitely more favorable at second base. So that's our game plan with the team right now. At least as I'm thinking of it. I think we just let him go. I was going to let him go anyway. I know the manager's going to be mad at me, but I really can't try to get him on this team. He just doesn't want to be on this team. It's clear he does not have interest in being on our team, and he just wants too much money. He just wants too much money. I know he's been good for us, but I can't give him any more. I need to save money for Jackson Holiday. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to let him walk for Jackson Holiday. I might bring in Buxton or something for a year. Just to kind of bring some fan interest. We'll probably find somebody popular that the team that people will like. We'll just throw in there for a year. That's probably going to be our game plan. Okay, apparently this guy's extremely popular here. So this should get us apparently some fan interest. So I'll probably reduce this a little bit, probably like to 2,700. But yeah, that might be our solution for center field. Funny enough. And he's a left-hander. Good. We actually need more left-handers in that lineup. And yeah, I'll just kind of offer some minor league contracts to some guys here. See if we can kind of bring some fan interest in here. I'll think about him too. I gotta think about how this roster's gonna be constructed. There's a lot of crap here, so. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, we also got that reliever, so we got 3 prospects out of this. That was an incredible haul from our international signings this year. We did really great this year. Did very great, so. And we got him on the team, so that's going to be nice. Nice little. He's probably just going to be just as good as freaking Varsho was, if not a little bit better. The downside is he's not phenomenal in center field, but he'll be good enough in center field. I don't think that'll be a problem. But yeah, we got a lot of moves to make here. There is just so much pieces here that need to be moved. And here, things are still going well, especially for these two, so that's very nice. Very happy about that. God, he still wants 100 mil, dude. Like, literally, all they want to give him is, like, literally, like, 22 mil, and they just want me to give him so much more. But, yeah. We gotta figure out fanfare, so we gotta get some guys on our team that people actually want to come to the stadium to see, so It's kind of annoying because like some of our relievers are fantastic, but they just don't really have a lot of interest in them. They're like, oh, cool. These guys are like nobodies. I mean, Helsley and Duvall are popular though. Klein's actually pretty popular too. That's actually surprising. Yeah, well, that's probably going to be what we're going to be doing at this point in the offseason. Just find maybe a guy or two that maybe our team will like, or their fans will like want to come to the stadium for. I think that's just kind of what we're going to do at this point. This guy wouldn't be too bad if he could play third, but he can't play third, so that's kind of like that's not very helpful. He's a good hitter, though. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Ho Lee left. I'm not sorry. Are we surprised? He actually signed with Detroit. But yeah, no, 22 mil a year. I liked him, but it's just like one of those things where it's just like there was no way I was going to be able to keep him on our team. They just wanted far too much for him, so it was kind of he was just going to go, sadly. But yeah, I'm going to think about maybe adding a guy or two. I'm going to be doing some trades here, so let me work on those trades and we'll come back to it. I mean, this makes it even a tougher decision because this guy's apparently a 3-star now. Ugh. We're got a lot of tough decisions to do. I'm honestly impressed with our development, especially this guy. This guy was actually a really impressive trade. If you remember, if you want to go back and look back on this trade and who we traded for him, if we go back, where is it? Right here. We traded away Joey Bart, which basically was just, and then this guy. Which, I mean, he's doing okay for him, but I don't know. I think they would rather have the guy we have right now. I think they would rather have him. I'm just kind of saying. We got a lot of tough decisions, man. Verdugo is just kind of like a little bit of a eh. I think that was more so why we traded for him, but yeah, no, this guy was actually the winner. We really did win that trade with that guy. But yeah, I don't know what to do. We have so many problems. We have so many good problems right now with our team because of our trades that we've made. I'm like, oh god, I don't know what to do anymore. But I think the biggest thing is getting a starter to fill that up, try to get some fan interest, so that's what we're going to do. Well, I said I was going to get a starter, and well, then, I think we got a starter, all right. I'm shocked about this deal, but I'm kind of impressed by it. So this guy did very well in High A. He was our 4th rounder. He looks like he'd be a decent, like, maybe back end if he can develop his stamina, but honestly, even then, at best, he's probably a reliever. This guy, this is going to be tough to go, but honestly, we got Burns coming up. I think he's going to be a better option than him. We got Abel, so... And I don't think he's got options left. Nope, he's out of options, so he's done, so... Yeah, this is actually... I'm surprised they'd even take this offer. I mean, Klein's pretty good, though, but... Yeah, I think it's his time to move on. They really seem to like this money. Like, I mean, you could actually probably... But that money, dude, that money helped so... Because keep in mind, this is money for this year. Because that's the money we have this year. And we already got 3 people from this draft. So I'm already kind of satisfied with this. The Orioles have not yet. But they can use that probably to get maybe a guy like this up here. One of these top guys. I'm actually going to pay attention to that to see who they get, but honestly, a lot of the big names are off the board except for like these two. So, yeah, I think this is going to be this is just like a no-brainer. Our GM loves it. I love it. That's a perfect trade. Good stamina too. 55 control could be interesting, but I think he's going to be very good. He's been very good with them, so I'm going to go ahead and take this offer. And yeah. Our team's at least a little bit happier with that move. It went up 1. It went up 1 point. Well, that's okay. It went up 1 point. That's better than 0, right? And Chase Burns will get a shot in the bullpen. So, very excited about this. Very excited about the prospects of this team. I'm definitely feeling good about that. That was a good move. A good, cheap... left-hander. You know we like left-handers here. You know we love left-handed starters. Like they're bread and butter. Like Carson just won a Cy Young award. He actually won a ring with them, funny enough. Oh, yeah, he did technically. Even though he's traded that year because he pitched with them, he technically got a ring. That's right. But yeah, we love our pitching here, so that's going to be great. Burns will probably get a shot. We'll probably give Burns a shot as a bullpen piece, and then maybe Beal will go back down. I don't know. We'll see. He's definitely well-rounded. He's kind of like Olsen. Pretty much like Olsen, you know, so... Yeah, I'm happy about that. That was a good trade. I don't know who else we're going to trade, though. We have to figure out something with this infield situation, though. There's too much talent here. There's too much here. We need to think of something to help to do something about this, because we got so much good going on here. We need to fix her up a little bit, so we'll do that. Well, apparently Luciano now is a better second baseman now. So, yeah, this is kind of difficult right now, because we have this guy, and we have Cabrera. Like, I'm very torn between which guy I should keep. Because on the one hand, it's like... we have a lot of power. I mean, Yamaka's got plenty of pop in the bat. We know about him. I mean, obviously we have Luciano with pop. Adames is pop. Baez is pop. Ton of pop. Varsho has homer power, but obviously I don't know how much longer he's going to be on this team for. Westberg, yeah, he's okay. And then, yeah, Bailey is kind of just he's our catcher. But fans love him, so we keep him around for that. But yeah, we're at spring training at this point. These are about to be wrapped up here. We're going to get a lot of guys training their defense here as the season comes up, as you know. That's what I like to do every year. But let's go one more day. Actually, let me see if there's anybody we want to bring up here. Obviously, we're going to have these guys come in and do a little bit. Anybody down here worth bringing up? I could bring up some of our relief pitchers. Get a look-sees at them, you know? Alright, that's about it. Okay, let's go one day. Alright, so here's this. So we had no improvement on this, which is kind of disappointing. This is the one I really wanted to improve. Because, yeah, this is... not having him be fragile is not great. This is kind of a little bit disappointing, too. Wanted him to develop a little bit more on the power. He's at 55. It's okay, but... yeah, wanted him to do a little bit better. Brady Harris, outstanding job. Great eye now. He improved it even more. He's... man, you know, he's actually pretty close. Like, I'm... actually, by the way, he should be up here. I forgot about that. He's actually pretty close. He actually, you know, he might actually even be able to play this year. I know that's crazy to say that, but he might actually be able to. Because he's actually in a really good spot right now. He's already at 2.5. And his hitting's already there. Like, it's already probably decent enough to play up here, but we're going to probably let him go through the minor leagues. He doesn't need to rush up here, but I'm very excited about him. I'm very looking forward to seeing how he'll do. Imagine I did a 10-year deal right now. You know, that would not be a bad idea. Not going to do it yet, though. A little too premature. That would be... I would do that, though. He is that good. He is going to be good for us, so I don't want to... don't want to jump the gun yet, but he will get his shot. He will get his shot. Anybody else I want to bring up? Let's see. I like to get these rookies up here. I like to get some of these youngsters up here. See if they want to show me what they got, you know. But yeah, I was very happy about that. Okay, was there anything else I wanted to mention? Talked about Brady. I gushed about Brady Harris. I'm sorry, guys. Oh yeah, he didn't improve, but he actually did improve, so that's actually very nice to see. But the bad news is he's already at 2.5 star already. Yeah, his value kind of dropped a freaking country mile, even though I had him improve his control. Yeah, why do I even bother trying to improve these guys again? I don't know, but... Anyway, we're going to go through spring training here. Hopefully no injuries happen. I'm probably going to do a few more trades because I'm looking at our team. It's just too stacked. I don't want to have guys just sitting there, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to see what moves we make. Well, I mean, a prospect got hurt. That's kind of rough. Hate to see that 6th rounder. Looked like he was actually going to develop pretty nicely, but he's got a ruptured finger. I don't think... Can he even go back down to the minor leagues? Yeah, I mean, he was going to be down there anyway, honestly. So, yeah, I'll just throw him back down. I'm not going to put him on the 60-man IL because then otherwise I'm going to have to pay him. Which, yeah, he's not ready to be in the big leagues yet, so... Anyway, let's keep going. Alright, guys. After a lot of decision-making, we got our 26-man. I've been trying to clean this up a little bit, too, especially this. Because when you have the AI set it up, it just freaking fills it with, like, a bunch of crap, and I'm just... It's like, oh, Jesus, yeah. Let's just release... Probably be releasing more of these guys, because there's just too many. Like, I don't even care if I drafted them. Like, there's just too much here, dude. Like, we can't keep having all these guys on our team, man. We need to clean up our roster. Our roster needs to be cleaned up, so that's what I will do. I'm probably going to be done. Yeah, no. That's probably good enough for now. Probably do more later. Okay, anyway, let me show you how our 26-man stacked up. So, this is going to be the rotation. We'll give him... This is probably his last shot in the rotation, honestly. Hopefully he can do good. Like I said, the control, there's a lot of peripherals seem fine, but this is last year to prove to me he can do well. He wants to be in the starting rotation. Well, he can suck it. He's our reliever, and that's where he's going to be. And if he wants to whine about it, he can not be in the big leagues, so deal with it. But yeah, that's how our rotation's going to be. Stone's going to lead it off, then Wissenhunt, then Harrison, and our new Santucci, our new acquisition. Which, by the way, he went down a lot, by the way. Yeah, went down a whole lot. Who did I trade away again for him? That's a great question. I don't think it was a lot. I don't think I traded too much away. Where's this? Why don't they show where the trade is? Actually, whatever. I can actually just look in here. This is another place to look. I don't know why that bugs out, but you can look in here. Yeah, I traded away Will Klein. And that guy. Which, he's a 3-star now. Congratulations. Jeez. Well, good news is we didn't sign him to an extension or anything. That could have been bad. But we'll see how well he does for us as the 3rd star. He's got good stuff, so I think he'll figure it out. But yep, that's going to be how our team is stacked up here. Yep, Burns obviously gets his shot. He actually had decent enough spring. He'll get his shot in the bullpen. That's where he's going to get to play, and he can suck it because that's just where he's going to play. He's going to be a reliever for us. That's who he is. He's not a starter. He is not a starter. He can whine about it all he wants. He is a reliever. And our lineup, kind of tough. I'm still very debating what to do here because obviously our wait, what happened to the other guy? Did he get hurt? Oh no, he's first base. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, he's our first baseman now. And he's a 3.5-star at first base, so that was a way better place for him to play. And his defense has actually gotten better there, funny enough. But the problem is his defense has gotten better at second base, too. So this is just very difficult. He had a good spring as well, and I think he did have a good spring as well. So this is just a nightmare. I'd rather throw him at third. That might be what we end up doing. He'll probably be our third baseman, and then we'll just get rid of Westberg here. I think that's got to be it. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much... I think it kind of answered itself. I think it's just... I think Westberg is just kind of the odd man out right now. I just think he's better. I'd rather have him playing, so... Yeah, I definitely would rather have him playing in the lineup, so... Definitely think he will be our third baseman. I think that's our solution to this problem. So he'll just be our third baseman, and then then I think Westberg will have to go. I mean, he had a decent enough spring too, but it's like sadly Chapman's here to stick around for better or for worse. So yeah, it's probably gonna be him. I think he's gonna be the guy that leaves the team. Cabrero's an exciting development for us. And I don't know how did he have a good? No, he didn't. Did that other guy have a good spring? I don't think he did either. I don't think he did either, sadly. Nope. He did not. He did not at all. Yes, he strikes out a ton. Holy smokes. But yeah, I think that's our thing right now. The one good news is that Harris is he just absolutely just took off. The last two off seasons, he's really gotten to work. He is just developing extremely fast. So this actually might be a simpler solution than I thought at some point. I know he wants to play in the majors, but he's not ready yet. He's only gotten the highest he's gotten is to A-ball. So he's going to start in high A. He'll probably move up in a month or two to Double A, and then probably in a month or two after. And he'll probably be in the big leagues by the end of the year. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked about it if he is. For now, we'll let him play there, but yeah. And Beal, he had a bad spring, so he's going back down to AAA to work on stuff. Yeah, that's about it. That's about all I got. So we can take a quick little look to see kind of interest in Westberg. Obviously put him on the block, and we'll kind of take a look real quick. One thing about this game's off seasons, though, it takes me forever to get through it because it's just like so many decisions to make. It's like, oh my goodness. I even forgot to put people on the... Yeah, of course a lot of teams want to get rid of him, but yeah, it's just basically just a lot of bad deals. Funny enough, that wouldn't be the worst thing. Does he have options? No, that part does suck. But he does play everywhere very nicely. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. He's cheaper too. Because this is last year, by the way. This is it. Then he's done. He's retired. Or not retired, but he's off the team. And yeah, sadly, I just don't see him really fitting in anywhere. And I remember when this guy was good. What happened to him? Has he even been doing good in the big leagues right now? I don't even know. I don't even know if real life he's doing good in the big leagues right now. I wish I knew. Yeah, that's actually not a bad trade. I actually don't mind this. Because this gives us great depth guy. Because this guy can go play infield and outfield well. All around. This is like the super utility man. And he's only had, what? A year of Major League service? Like, yeah. Albeit he's not very good. Hard to say. I think we hold on for now. I don't think we should do anything hasty. We have room for it. There's no hasty decisions to be made. But I do think that, Westberg is going to go. We'll probably trade him at some point. Just get something out of him, because obviously we're not going to give him a big deal. And maybe some other guy as well. But yeah, that's it. I'm rambling too much. Our team did very well in spring, by the way. And yeah, there's some good positive news about the team's developments. Harris is obviously our big guy. He's going to be our center fielder. So he's going to be our center fielder. We're going to make a bid for, obviously, Jackson Holiday in the offseason. So there's some good stuff here. There's some good stuff to be had. And you know what? Our team's going to like it. Our loyalty might be down, but our fan interest might be down, but they're going to love our team. They're going to love our team by the end of the year. When they do well this year, they're going to love it. And they're going to be grateful that I made these thrifty moves instead of going out for big guys. Hell, we did make a thrifty move. We turned Webb into this guy, which hopefully he'll hit well for us. I have hope he will. I wish I could play him at second, but we'll throw Luciano instead at second because he can actually play it pretty decently now. He's actually pretty decent, and he'll continue to develop a little bit. So, and we know he's got the power, so we know that he'll make up for the power that he won't be providing. Yeah, and Varsho is going to be this is last year, so hopefully you enjoyed being on the team, but you're going to be gone as soon as Harris is ready. You're going to just be gone. Like he's probably going to develop fast. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. We're going to get back next time. We're going to go through the opening day and all that. So we'll see you next time.